Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Otaku, and today we're gonna be doing a what if video. And the what if video is gonna be what if Deku had the quirk Void. But before we do that, roll the intro.
I'm with the gang, I with the mob, what was you thinking? Remember them days and that shit was hard, a nigga been thinking. I put a 4 in a 20 ounce, a nigga been drinking. If you with the squad, I give you my heart, a nigga, I mean it. I was fighting some demons, in the field, bitch, I'm deep in. I was raised in the deep end, I know niggas be sinking. Take your bitch and go deep in, but I gave her back while you tweaking. Come around with that rah-rah, we leave you dead on the cement. With the gang, we ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, we don't play it all. OG was in the air, but we better run till we smoke it all. Putting on the front, boy, you better fall. We don't kill them dead, we don't kill them all. May spend a 10 when I'm in the mall. I was on the beam with it in my draw. Hit that smoking, I'm blacking. Hit that smoking, I black out. If he run, blow his back down. I was gone, but I'm back down. These niggas gon' fall, but I never back down.
Okay, to start this off, Deku's quirk is Void. So like the Void, I mean, is like it's like a darkness type thing. So he controls darkness and all these void stuff. Anything to do related with darkness and stuff. So let's start the story off with Deku was born, and as a baby he was always not evil, but like he always had this not sinister, a little bit of a sinister feeling around him. And when he was at school, like before he got his quirk, everyone wasn't scared of him, but like was wary of him, and like not and they were too shy to like bully him, and like didn't want to get close to him because they didn't know him. The person that actually got close to him was Bakugo, and they became close friends. And then one day, Deku got his quirk before everyone else, and they're like, "Oh wow, you got a quirk?" And then Deku's like, "Yeah," and then shows them his quirk. But at this stage, Deku's quirk is like just moving shadows around, so it's nothing really all that special, I guess. So like everyone's like, "Oh, okay, I guess that's okay. That's a decent quirk," and like no one really thought of Deku as someone that strong. So when Deku gets home, like that day, he asks his mom, "Mom, why couldn't I have a stronger quirk?" And then she's just like, "I don't know." And then she's confused as well, because how did he get a shadow quirk when none of them had to do it, and none of their quirks had to do anything with a shadow? So the entire time, just during the school days, Deku was just sitting there talking to Bakugo, hanging out with his friends. And then this one, like, Bakugo doesn't bully him. They're close friends. They're not rivals, because Bakugo doesn't think of him on his level, but Bakugo also doesn't think of him like lowly. It's like, "Oh, okay, you're still a pretty decent person, and you have a decent quirk." So they're friends, but Bakugo still thinks he's better than him, like normal. And they just have that like relationship that they're really really close, they're like brothers. So one day, Deku's getting bullied, and then Bakugo tries to help him, but he failed, but he couldn't. And then like Deku doesn't go in a rage, but he does go in a rage. So his quirk goes crazy and haywire, and then like it just starts, like all the shadows start coming up, like it starts forming shapes and different people, and they start attacking the children. Not the children, the people that are bullying Deku. They didn't like kill them or attack, like physically hurt them. They just like grab them and like pin them down and all that. After that, it's like people were scared of Deku because they realized, "Oh wow, he actually has a decent quirk. I guess Shadow is pretty good." And then just from then to like later on, Deku just kept on training his quirk really a lot, and his quirk got really strong. And then like one day when it was like around 14, Deku was going home from school, and he was trying to take a shortcut. He sees a sludge monster. At this point, Deku's like already really confident in his ability, isn't scared of no one, isn't gonna take shit from no one, and it's like, okay. And then the sludge monster comes through, trying to attack Deku. It's like, Deku's like, "Are you serious?" And then like he, like, the shadows all around him, so like he just gestures his hand, like flicking it up, and then a shadow appears, and then just flicks his finger across, and like the monster just like goes sliced in half. And they just start flicking his fingers across and across and across. The monster got diced. And then he got bored, so like, I bet. And then he puts his hand out, and then the monster disappeared, like it disintegrated completely because his void absorbed it. So he got a power boost as well. So, oh yeah, his ability gives him like a power boost, and a lot of these abilities that I'm gonna be using for Deku are related to the Yami Yami no Mi from One Piece. That Blackbeard has, which is sort of a broken fruit, and a few others like from Full Metal Alchemist Pride and all that. So yeah. So after this, All Might comes and says his famous speech, and then realizes, oh wait, this kid already got rid of him. Wow, he's strong. It's like, hey kid, where's the monster? It's like, and then there's like, oh, that guy, that person, that thing, I got rid of it. Hey All Might, can I have a signature? Like, he's still admired All Might in this because, what's it called? I can have an autograph, not a signature, because All Might's still #1 hero, and Deku still wants to be a hero. But in this, like, Deku's like more of a, not Bakugo type figure, more of an edgy figure that's not afraid to kill if needed, not afraid to do what's needed for him to become stronger. So All Might gives him his autograph, and then he takes off. But before that, Deku follows him, like grabs onto him, and then All Might lands, and then Deku's like, "Why'd you do that?" Deku's like, "Oh, I just wanted to know, how does it feel being #1?" All Might just like, All Might's confused, like, why would a kid want to know that? It's like, I guess they would want to know that, but like, just he was so confused. And then his time his time was up, and he transformed back to Small Might. Deku was super confused. It's like, what happened? Where's All Might? And then All Might like told him everything that's happened about the injury, all that. Deku was shocked but not shocked. Like, oh okay. And then Deku just goes. He's like, okay, I'll be back. I won't be back, but like, just see her. And on the way home, he sees a kid getting attacked. Oh wait, no, he doesn't, because Deku. So on the way home, he just keeps on walking. This what's it called? So in this, Bakugo doesn't get attacked by a sludge monster. So yeah, and they just keep walking, and he on his way home he meets Bakugo, just saying they greet each other. They just say hi, and then they go to separate ways again. In this one now from now, like from before when Deku awakened his quirk fully like became stronger. Bakugo gained a much more bigger respect for him, and he thought of him as an equal, but he never wanted to acknowledge it, so he just kept the same attitude, and just went home. And then one day, on the way back from home again, the next day, All Might comes back, is like, hey you kid, you have a lot of potential. Become my disciple and take my quirk. Deku's like, huh? Take your quirk? How do you do that? He's like, oh, I can give you a strand of my hair. I know it sounds disgusting, but just take it. And then Deku's like, I do want to be the strongest. So he accepts it. So at this point, like pretty much Deku's the strongest in the My Hero Academy universe already. But yeah, and he gets it. So he gets that, and then the 10 months, I think it was 10 months. He trains with All Might. They do the rigorous training, but the training finishes like they do all the training that was done. It finishes like in one day. Now Deku could do like 75% of One for All, because he already had previous training, and his darkness quirk gives him a boost every time he absorbs or avoids something. So he can use 75% of All Might, One for All. So he, after the 1 month of training, and All Might's like, okay, you've understood this quirk real quick. And then he starts teaching him like fighting techniques, martial arts. And over here, Deku questions like, why aren't you more versatile with your quirk? All Might's like, huh? What do you mean? And then he's like, whoa, you only punch? And then you just start screaming for no reason. Why don't you add like more stuff, more quick and quiet type moves? Why are you always so aggressive? All Might's like, I don't know, I never thought about it. It's just I want to put on a show while I save people. He's like, makes sense, but it's pretty useless. And it's like, are you talking back to me? And then Deku's like, yeah, sure, why not? And then All Might's like, alright, fight me. Like, so it's like a spar. All Might goes like 50%, still underestimating Deku. And then Deku's like 75% of his true power. No, not 75. He's like 20, not 20, 30% of his power. Actually, let's go 40. 40% power, and All Might gets destroyed. He's like, huh? So All Might goes like around 75. Deku boosts up to 50, and it's like a draw. It's not a draw, but it's like pretty close. And All Might barely wins. Deku's like, ha, I guess you're still decently strong. I'll respect you for now. Knowing that Deku knew that he didn't go full strength, and he knew that All Might didn't go full strength. So it was like, okay. And then he goes home, and then they keep that training for like another 9 months. They get to the academy entrance exam, and this is where Deku shows everyone what he's made of. So in the written exam, okay, on the way to the class, he trips and meets. He trips, and then meets Rocka. I don't know. Yeah, and she like just says, "Oh, are you okay? I just saved you because I saw you tripping." And they meet each other, like they introduce each other. They just go walk to class. Deku goes, sits down, and does his written exam. And then the teacher tells them, "Okay, time for the practical." And they put on like not the school hero uniform, but put on like comfy clothes, I guess, like the tracksuit they Deku in the anime. And they all lined up or something like that, like stood in front of the gate, getting ready to start it. But this is where I'm gonna end it, and I'm gonna continue on with the rest later on. Next video. We're probably gonna get up to the USJ attack next video, or maybe a little bit further. So peace out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.